Well, I'm Brent Barnet from B Square Design and Concepts. I'm a graphic designer, and our company does everything from logos, branding, flyers, pretty much anything that you would do or use to project the image of your brand. Branding is the story that your business is trying to tell. So for instance, if you take Coca-Cola, the whole idea that they're trying to sell you the product, so it's not just about soda for them. They want you to develop this as a lifestyle. Marketing, as it connects to that, is how and who you tell that story to. So it's the way that you're reflecting how you enjoy this product or how you want people to live around the product that you have. So what we're going to talk about is 5 do's and don'ts to branding and marketing so that you don't make these mistakes as you're building your company and trying to engage people with your content. The first don't of marketing for me is don't build a brand based on your own aesthetic. What I mean by that is there are a lot of people who build their brand and the visual part of their branding around colors and images and feelings that they like. So it's important that you do market research and have an understanding of what the people in your audience actually want to see. You want to make sure that your branding is not directed at you, but it's directed at the people that you're trying to reach. So the second thing that you don't want to do when building your brand is to complicate the visual. And sometimes these things are just glitter or sparkles. Sometimes our branding doesn't match our industry. And so a lot of people will say, well, I want to build a luxury brand. Well, luxury brands usually have pretty, if I can use the word, boring logos. And not to say they're boring, but they're just more simple. Maybe one color, or maybe there's only one small image, or the image is just a letter. You see what I'm saying? So it might not be 5 or 6 different elements in your logo or in that initial piece of branding, but maybe it's just 1 or 2 things that really boil down what it is that you're trying to say. All right, so the third don't in terms of branding is don't be cheap. So, you know, a lot of us who are starting out as entrepreneurs just don't have a lot of money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Put something into being able to reflect a good quality vision of your brand. It's not going to happen if you're going to be cheap and try to spend $5 or $10 to have Cousin Pookie do it in a computer lab. You know, that's not going to work. And what you'll find a lot of times is some of this stuff is not all that expensive. Maybe what you're going to do is not necessarily spend money to have somebody else do it, but you're going to spend money so you can learn to do it. All right, so the fourth don't in terms of branding is to visualize your brand too soon. Now, what I mean by that is sometimes people come to me and they say, Brent, I've got this idea for a business. And I say, okay, well, tell me about it. Well, it's going to be hair and cake. And then on the weekends, I'm going to do nails. And then after I get done doing the nails at like 4:30 on Saturday, I'm going to do kids' birthday parties. So I figure like they can buy the cakes from me too. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have an understanding of what your brand is. And if you can't just tell me in 30 seconds to a minute what your company is and give me a good elevator pitch, as they say, then you probably need to back up a little bit before you start spending money. My final don't in terms of branding is don't be afraid to rethink. You know, the redesign process can kind of be long, it can kind of be expensive, it can be frustrating. It's okay for you to start sketching and drawing things and cutting things out and playing with crayons and colors and markers and all kind of different stuff before you actually come to a designer. And I even know that there are some designers that will charge you less if you come to them with a really solid design and you say, I just want to make this look more professional. I just want to add color to this, or I really just want to digitize this, or whatever it might be. So that's really the last thing, just don't be afraid to rethink it. It'll be set in stone when it's ready. I have certainly done a lot of things wrong, but every now and then I've done 1 or 2 things right, and these are 5 do's for branding. So the first do that I would say in terms of branding is do what feels good. Ultimately, what comes from the heart will reach the heart. So when you have things that, resonate with people and with you, that's going to be the best stuff. You're telling a story with your branding. So if you have pieces that people react to, respond to, or sit and look at for a while, those are the things that you should really go with. Second do that I would recommend in terms of branding would be to share your branding in the creation stage with a few trusted individuals. Now, you might have friends and family members and people that you love that care about what you're doing, that care about your business, but they might not know anything about branding. So you can show it to your mom will be like, that's so nice. She's not gonna have necessarily a whole lot to be able to share with you in terms of what that really looks like for your business. You wanna be able to share your branding with people that can give you feedback. I think that we sometimes will share our stuff with the wrong people, and because we do that, we end up kind of confusing our own selves. Sharing it with, your whole Facebook group or your whole, Instagram. Tell me which logo y'all like. They don't know what they like. Your designer show you your logo on different surfaces. Have them show it to you on a business card. Have them show it to you on the screen of a computer, like it might be for a screensaver. Have them show it to you on your on a t-shirt. Have them show it to you on a polo. Wherever these things are going to be, like, have that designer throw that logo into a couple mock-ups so that you'll be able to see kind of how it works in real life. You want to be able to know what this stuff is actually going to look like in the real world. And printing it out doesn't always do that for you. So the fourth do that I would say in terms of branding is look at your logo in different colors. Now, the reason why I say this is because a good logo should be able to look good in black. This is why I say stay away from stuff like glitter and sparkles and diamonds and, really make it simple. You should be able to simply, reflect that story so you really get an understanding of if there's things you need to simplify, because you never know when your logo is going to be used in a way where you can't have all 5 shades or all 5 colors that you want to use. All right, so the last do of branding that I would say is you want to make sure that you have a logo that has different components that work well together or separately. So for instance, in most logos, you're going to have one component that's the icon or the logo mark, and then another that's the word mark. And that's really just the name of your company. Look at the logo for Lexus. There's an L with a little circle around it. And then there's the name Lexus. So the L with the little circle is the icon or the emblem, and then the word mark is the name Lexus. But you want to have that because that just makes for a really good dynamic logo that people can connect with both of those things or one of those things, but also makes so that you can use it in different applications. I want to shout out Hoosier because it's fun to say, and it's also Indiana's #1 urban culture blog. So you need to go check them out because it's dope. It's good stuff on there. Lots of different things, interviews, and all kind of stuff. There's also t-shirts. You can get corny on a t-shirt. Get your little t-shirt for the summertime. Maybe we'll cut the sleeves off and have the guns out for the summer. With corny right here on the middle. Sun's out, guns out. You know, if that's what you want to do. I also want to shout out myself, Brent Barnet of B Squared Designs and Concepts. You can find us on the internet, all social media at B Squared Design. You can also find me at bsquareddesign.com. In addition, I'm the pastor of Village of Hope Church, and we meet every Sunday at 4:30 at 308 North Emerson Avenue inside of Emerson Avenue Baptist Church. Come on through. We not churchy. We love Jesus and we love you back. So, yeah, shout out to Hoosier again because it's just fun to say. And check this video out because it's going to be great.